They're all in line. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And they go right out to the front together. Brant and Ted Noffey away 1-2. Mr. AP came out running in third. Then Comport, Litmus Test on the outside, and Trepido is the trailer. And Brant will be the leader, but Ted Noffey is not far behind. He's a half length behind on the outside, 7 furlongs from the finish. Now Brant's going to get a little bit of daylight here and open up a length and a half. And then it's Mr. AP third, Litmus Test is fourth, 4 lengths off the lead just ahead of Comport and the trailer in Trepido. Brant leads Ted Noffey onto the backstretch through a 23.46 quarter. A moderate tempo for this group as they continue their journey with 5 furlongs to go. Then Mr. AP third on the inside. Litmus Test is fourth just outside of him. Then comes Comport. In Trepido is the trailer. These two favorites have been 1-2. They went 46.99 for a half mile. Flavian Pratt and Brant. Into the far turn, John Velasquez and Ted Noffey just a half length behind. And then it's Mr. AP third with 3 furlongs to go. Litmus Test is fourth in Trepido and Comport. Around the far turn, Brant and Ted Noffey. They have been together throughout, and now their noses apart. These two grays will come to the top of the stretch together in their bi-coastal battle, and they're into the stretch, and Ted Noffey has taken the lead from Brant with 1 furlong to run. And then comes Mr. AP third, Ted Noffey there at the 16th pole. Brant is not done yet. He's coming back. Ted Noffey, Brant, Mr. AP's at a 2. Here's the wire. Ted Noffey did it. Ted Noffey wins the Breeders' Cup Juvenile over Mr. AP. Brant was third, and Litmus Test was fourth.
You are looking at an undefeated son of Into Mischief, your Breeders' Cup Juvenile champion in Ted Noffey, and firmly stamping himself as the horse to watch for next year's Kentucky Derby.
I mean, look at him galloping out right here. Still has his ears up in an absolute gallop. I love this horse's demeanor. Brant went to the lead. Johnny Velasquez was right off of him, turning for home, still had next him. And hey, Michelle, to your point, I still think he has room to improve. Right? It looked like he was kind of waiting a little bit, and then when the field came to him, he just has those gears where he knows exactly what he has to do in the end.
Let's take it back right to the start, because these two hooked up right away.
Yeah.
Simon, we expected Litmus Test maybe to be more forwardly placed, but Brant and Ted Noffey set the tone for this race right from the starting gate.
I would imagine the instructions don't take away anything that comes easy, and the lead came very easy to Brant. I mean, he was just quicker than everybody else if you go back to the start and look. And I thought Flavian Pratt did an outstanding job of establishing the lead under very little duress. The horse did on his own and then slow it down. Let's go back to the start. You're looking at the 2 outside post positions. He did bobble a little bit. The 1 had a bad start, but Brant did go to his feet a little bit and righted the ship very quickly, establishes the rail, and I thought Flavian, you know, it looked like they were going to go pretty quick, but Joe down the backside, the opening quarter, 23 and change, I thought he managed to rate, and he rated nicely and kindly on the front end.
Yeah, for this type of race, I mean, they went almost 47. They really slowed it down, and it put Ted Noffey in an absolutely perfect spot. And I feel like all 3 of his races leading up to this were picture perfect of this ride. Johnny Velasquez just has him always in a great spot, and you could see him right here. I mean, he's traveling so well within himself.
I couldn't believe he waited so long to ask him. I mean, you know, they were pushing on Brant going out of that turn, and I was thinking, come on, Johnny, you got to ask at some point. But as soon as they turned for home, Ted Noffey knew, oh, this is when I'm supposed to, you know, start to do my job, and he didn't even need very much encouragement to get out there and start fighting.
I think, you know, when you're a rider probably on top of him, and it's a great feeling, right, Joe? You know what's underneath you. Us sitting here in the stands probably thinking, go, 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 but you know you've got so much horse underneath you. And Michelle, you gave the late shout out to the 3, Mr. AP. How about this horse? Claimed for a maiden $150,000. He finishes 2nd in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
What a great claiming job by Vladimir Sarin, and honestly a great job by Freysu. He kept him there on the rail. He was loaded, and he was sitting here kind of looking for this spot, and he really got after this horse when he angled him out and got him out of the dirt a little bit. He put in a very good closing kick. He's not going to reel in Ted Noffey, but he sure gave it the old college try.
I mean, for a second right here, it looked like he was going to have a shot right there in the end. But to your point about Ted Noffey, you could see he almost knows what he has to do when he gets in front, and I kind of think that's why Johnny maybe waited a little too late because he knows when he gets in front, he might want to wait a little bit. And even Brant in the end, he's really trying to. He was trying to battle hard.
At the 8th pole, well, 3/16 pole, 8th pole, Brant looked like he was going to get beat 2 or 3 lengths. And then inside the 16th pole, he was only down by a head. He came back. He managed to finish 3rd. And you can see here in the tight ISO replay, Ted Noffey on the outside. There's a lot more left under the tank. I don't think he gives you, you know.
Johnny's not even down yet. Flavian's down shoving. Johnny's still in gallop position.
Yeah, watch Brant down on the inside. At this point, you think it's Ted Noffey's going to go on about his business. He opens up 3 parts of a length. But look, when they ask Brant, he comes back right here. I mean, he might almost get in front of you. Yeah, pretty close.
There. But it also speaks to the class of Ted Noffey and how much he had left.
Yes.
It pushed him along to give a little more.
Exactly.
That laid-back demeanor is not just in the paddock. He is a horse that's kind of going to do what he needs to get by you.
And I think for a horse looking at the big picture going forward, that character trait, I think, really lends well to a tough campaign, say a 3-year-old triple crown campaign.
It has gone official, and there are 183 days until the Kentucky Derby. Spendthrift Farm, I'm sure, Derby dreaming already. Congratulations as Ted Noffey takes the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
This race is now official. Number 8, Ted Noffey was first. Second, number 3, Mr. AP. Third, number 7, Brant. Fourth, number 6, Litmus Test. And fifth was number 1, Intrepido. 8-3-7-6-1. Your top 5 finishers now official. The final time for 1 mile and a 16th, 1 minute 42.25 seconds. Now entering the winner's circle, still unbeaten, number 8, Ted Noffey. Ted Noffey is a 2-year-old gray roan colt by Into Mischief out of Streak of Luck by Old Fashioned. Ted Noffey was bred in Kentucky by Aaron and Marie Jones, LLC. Now owned by Spendthrift Farm, trained by Todd Pletcher, John Velasquez, your winning rider. Cheers to the breeders, Aaron and Marie Jones, LLC. Number 8, Ted Noffey, pays $3.60 to win. The final race on our Championship Friday program is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf for 2-year-olds going 1 mile. Scratch number 15, the also eligible, 31 minutes. Post time, 5:25. Again, 31 minutes until the nightcap. Race 10, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf.